Mark from Magnolia Oaks Wood Shop, and today I'm excited to tell you a little bit more about the Xtool P2S CO2 55 watt laser. Now this is Xtool's latest CO2 laser in their lineup, and I've had a lot of experience with the P2. I bought it originally when it launched probably 2.5 years ago, and I use it every single day in my woodworking business. Again, I do custom woodworking, mainly engraving on hardwoods. I also do some laser acrylic and different things like that. So that's kind of my background. I've used it extensively over the last couple of years, and I really enjoyed this machine. This is an improvement upon that machine. This laser was provided to me at a discounted price from Xtool, but all the information that you'll hear in this video is honest and straightforward, and it's exactly as I've experienced it over the last 2.5 years of using their products. I also own, just so you know how much I believe in the company, I own, of course, a P2, and then I own this P2S, two CO2 lasers. I also own two D1 Pros, which are diode lasers, and I also own an S1, which is an enclosed diode laser, and I also own an F1, which is more of a fiber laser type engraver for engraving metals and things like that. So I've been very happy with the brand. There are a few pros and cons to anything that you have, but these are my actual experiences, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the P2S model itself, and then in other videos I'm going to go through some of the different features and improvements that you'll be interested in making a good purchasing decision for your business. Okay, so to get started, this is again a CO2 laser, 55 watts, so it's at a good range for small businesses, hobby lasers, that kind of things, and I use it in a production environment, and it works great. Of course, you can go up to 120 watts. You can have ones that take up entire 4x8 areas in your shop, but this one is a perfect size, I feel, for someone that has a little bit of space in an office, in a dining room, in their small office, where you can have a lot of power at your fingertips. And what you're looking at right now is actually the P2S unit itself. So this is what you get when you buy the actual laser. And this is an optional add-on called the riser base. And the beauty with this is that you're able to engrave much taller items. You have a movable shelf, as you can see right here, and you can affix it however you need to go, like if you need to do rotaries, engraving tumblers, that kind of thing. So that's very helpful, and honestly, I think it's a must purchase if you're buying a P2 and P2S and you're looking to do, you really don't know what you're going to be engraving, or you're looking to do things that are over maybe a couple of inches thick. You absolutely need that, and it's well worth it. So I always choose this on my P2s or P2Ss. And so this part you'll put together separately. Then in the bed right here, I'll show you a close-up here shortly, but the bed itself is about 26 inches wide by 14 inches depth as far as your cut size goes. So I'm going to bring you over here and just show you kind of on the inside. As you can see, I'll show you kind of where everything is laid out. So here you have your slat bed, and these are removable slats. So whenever you're doing anything that's, thicker than about 2 inches, you'll take these out and your item will sit down there on the tray, as you can see. Over here, this is a gantry. This is the rail system, so everything is hidden and protected. Your wires go through here for your gantry. Here's the actual laser head right here. One thing I can say about the P2 and the P2S is it's very easy to clean, which cannot be said about a lot of the other comparable lasers in the category. This one, basically, I'll go through a whole different video that'll show you how to clean these. But basically, you'll take this off, unscrew these two bolts, clean your laser right there, and then you'll clean the laser glass that's on top of that. There we go. Okay, so that's magnetically attached, so it's relatively easy with two hands to do it. You'll take this off and clean that little glass lens in there, and then this one right here is your third one. And to do this one, you'll just pull it up. Let's see, pull it up, pull this out, and then you can access a laser and clear that out, and you just basically clean it off with alcohol. Okay, and then the other thing that you'll clean, obviously you'll clean out the whole entire case, but this little addition right here is new for the P2S over the P2, and it blocks the particles and dust and things like that from going into your fan. That was one of the biggest complaints on the original P2, is that the fans would get very dirty and it was not super easy to get them out. This protects that, filters all this impurities and particles, and so you can just take this off and wash it off and clean it very easily. Okay, right here is your dual HD cameras, your 16 megapixel, I think. And to me, just to jump to the chase, the best thing that this laser provides over many of the other ones in their category is the camera system that you get with the XES Creative Space software. Xtool is one of the only ones that have the camera integrated, built in from the get-go, and it works very well, and I use it continually. It alone makes this machine worth purchasing over all the other ones. The speed has not increased from the original P2. However, the exhaust fan has doubled in exhaust pressure. Also, the air flow pressure has doubled from the original P2, and that's right down in here where the airflow comes in. Airflow comes in this right here to your nozzle, and so you're gonna get a lot cleaner cuts. You're gonna get a lot better exhaust from the fumes. And of course, if you have this near a space where you can run the smoke outside, that's always gonna be best, cheapest, you know, most foolproof operation. However, I operate inside of an office. I'm doing this in my shop right now before I set it up in my office, and that's just not possible. So what I use is the Xtool smoke purifier. I have the older one, works just fine. But basically, you'll hook the exhaust fan to that unit, and that will keep all the smoke out of your area. So I'll walk it around again, and you can just see kind of the side view of everything. And on the back, another huge improvement in the P2S is this removable fan. So you can open this up. It's a little heavy, and you can get at your fan, and every time you clean it, you can clean the fan as well. And I can tell you, from the previous P2, I had to swap out probably 2 fans because they would just get gummed up. And there was a little cable, smaller than this one you see right here, that would be attached right there. And it was extremely short and very hard to reattach if you ever took it out. So sometimes it went in, sometimes it didn't. This is a huge improvement, this part right here. It also has, as I said, a much more powerful air pump, so your air pressure is better, and that means less charring and better engraved quality. And here are your different connections on the back. As you can see, your USB connections. Here's your power cable. Here's your emergency stop right here, and kind of what it looks like from this side. When you get the riser base, you also get a little area right here where you can keep your slats and tools, and it works great. So again, the P2S, this is just an overview of the unit, some of the things that are improved on this, and some of the reasons why you would consider it for me. The size of it is perfect for my office. It's something that's not that loud. It's relatively quick. It's flexible, that I can basically engrave anything, including clear acrylic. So it works really well for my business, and I'm going to be making subsequent videos. They're going to show you everything else that you need to know when considering whether or not this P2S is good for you and your business. I want to be straightforward and honest and make sure that you make the best decision for yourself, okay? So with that, this is Mark with Magnolia Oaks Woodshop. I appreciate you. I'm always here to help. If you have any questions on anything, just let me know, and we'll get rolling on these other videos. See you on the next one.